Greetings, YouTube. How's everyone doing? This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me. Got my homeboy Ash with me.
What up? What up?
That's good.
And the album we are going to discuss today is MC Lyte with her debut album, Light as a Rock. Oh, we both got vinyls and shit, okay?
Yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah, we're about to go backwards. This is released on First Priority Records in 1988. Singles album was known for I Cram to Understand You, Paper Thin, Light as a Rock, and I'll even say 10% this too. I'll even say that. And there's not really any guest appearances, but you'll hear like Audio 2 or King Chill say a thing or two. So, and producers include Alliance, Audio 2, King of Chill, and Prince Paul. So pretty much her usual team of producers that she's been using. So we've already discussed about MC Lyte. So, since this is the first album, all I'm going to say pretty much about her first album was the fact that, which I never knew, was that originally she wrote I Cramp to Understand You when she was only 12 years old. And
Oh wow.
yeah, and also like when she got signed to the label, originally they did Atlantic didn't even want to sign MC Lyte. They just wanted to sign Audio 2, but Audio 2 was like, we're not coming in unless Lyte comes in too and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way it is. Um, Pretty dope album cover. Just has Lyte posing and shit like that. Um, I might. Who are these people? Try. I keep forgetting.
Huh?
Who
You
is?
want to know who's on the cover with her?
I don't know. I know this
I
is
was
a
about to
DJ
ask y'all
that's
that.
down the. I don't know the dude up here. He look. I don't know. I don't know who he is. I know this is a DJ though. That's kneeling
Okay.
down.
Oh, that's her DJ. Okay.
Yeah, that's the DJ that's kneeling down.
And then you see like part of a girl on the side of the
Yeah,
album
there's
cover,
like a
like
girl in the back. I don't know
Yeah.
what that's
yeah,
doing. Like a hooker or something.
yeah.
I don't get
It's probably Ice T's girl Darlene at that time.
that.
His best looking wife. His best looking wife, man. Shit. All right. Shit. Yeah. You know how we do with it, shit like that. This album has about 10 tracks.
Yep.
hmm
So let's get this shit started. Track number one, Lyte versus Vanna White. Um, Pretty much like a DJ kind of track. You know,
hmm
Vanna White, y'all should know she's on Wheel of Fortune. She likes to flip the letters around and whatnot.
Right.
Pretty alright idea, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty much Chill's idea according to MC Lyte. So yeah, nothing really to it.
Yeah, I thought it was a dope intro, a great way to start the album off, and Light talking about the type of project she wants. She want that dress that Vanna White was wearing, and she want the solid gold microphone. And I thought that was dope. And it should have been like a full album to me. Like I think she could have made it into like one of them storytelling tracks where she was like a contestant on there. I think that would have been dope. But it was cool. I actually have the I had the Wheel of Fortune game for the original NES back in the day, and I got Wheel of Fortune now for Xbox One.
Oh wow.
And that's like one of my favorite games. Like I used to always watch that with my grandfather. He was into like a lot of game shows like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune and
Saying.
Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents was always into that stuff. So I still like playing it now. And everybody knows Vanna White, Pat Sajak. Those are like
hmm
legendary like game show hosts or whatever. So definitely thought it was a nice like ode to like Wheel of Fortune.
Definitely. And Wheel of Fortune was definitely popular like around like the mid to late 80s and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm Yeah. This track here, yeah, because at first I was like, okay, it kind of plays off as like an intro in a certain way, which was unique because pretty much you just hear the DJ doing his thing at the beginning, and then midway you hearing Light come in, as if she was a contestant on the show, and oh, she want to win this and this, and yeah, of course, Wheel of Fortune. Who could not possibly know what that show is? I mean, you see it on local TV stations all the time, and I know my grandmother. She watches certain game shows like that too.
Yep.
Kind of
Yeah,
like a fun way to start off the album too.
Yeah.
yeah, very unique for the time.
Hmm.
Track number two, Light as a Rock. This was produced by Audio 2. Very dope track right here. I love that beat, that them 808, that bass drums that they were using on that. You know, MC like just dropping some braggadocio lyrics, her seeing herself as a warrior and stuff like that. You know, very unique track. I love the video to the track too and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You know, visions of like as an Egyptian queen, then as like somebody from Harlem Renaissance, and then you had her in the Black Power era. Very unique. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Erica Badu's Next Lifetime video a little bit. So yeah, very, very, very dope track. I want to say this is her signature, one of her signature tracks.
I like the techno version with that different beat. It has like a techno beat.
Oh shoot.
The video joint, I like that one better than the album one, but the album one is still cool. It's still a classic. You know, Light saying step back and on that type of step back in that type of party. Never apply if you ain't somebody get out my face. Don't want to hear you no more. If you hate rejection, don't try to score. So I thought that was dope. Yeah, she had kicking some dope lines in that song, and it's a classic track. That's what really put it on the map. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, Light as a Rock is a really dope track, and it does give everyone a chance to really see what she's really made of creatively as an artist, and she does give you that that tough chick persona, if you will, in her lyrics throughout this song here. And I first heard this song in a movie I know Reg does not like at whatsoever, in a scene of Love and Basketball.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I heard it in a scene in Love and Basketball when Sanaa Lathan's character was in the middle of a game in high school on our high school basketball team. So yeah, that's when I first heard this song.
Who was in? I don't even remember that. Who was in that song? That
Really?
movie? Wow.
Oh, go back and watch that movie, and you hear like I guess parts of the song in that
Right.
particular song.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's there. But yeah, this is a favorite track of mine, and not only just because it's the title track itself is just a pretty it's pretty cool that and it's also one of those songs that's you can't forget by her.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely have to see your point in that and shit like that. Next track we got is I Am Woman. Um, another fairly dope track. You know, it kind of plays on that Helen Relly song, I Am Woman, Hear Me War.
Right.
Just her declaring her feminism, that's pretty much it. Very cool track. I like it.
Yeah, it was cool. Nice groovy track, nice beat. Like says, we had to pause for station identification. Now you know my name. Here's some more information. And she had some nice lines on it. It was a nice, solid album cut. Nothing really special about it, but I liked it.
Yeah, I definitely speak your point on that.
I Am Woman is another favorite track of mine. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because the message of it, letting her be known that yeah, I'm a woman in this, that, and the third, and I love everything about it. Like the lyrics and the I guess instrumentation being used on the track, everything just was perfect.
Yeah, man, definitely a dope track right there. Next track, MC Lyte Like Swinging. This was produced by Prince Paul. That's an alright song. Again, this is another alright song. Kind of another one of those braggadocio tracks right there. The beat by Light was pretty. I mean, not by like Prince Paul was pretty cool. I
Right.
liked it. I've heard better from him, but at the same time, this is like one of his earlier beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, very solid track.
Now, I, the title could be a little bit controversial because I used to hear like rumors about MC Lyte being a lesbian and liking women. So when I see the title and it says MC Lyte like swinging, I'm like, hold up, what that mean? You like swinging in what way? You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
I like the beat. I like the horn sample on it. Um, she says, never turning down because it's what you requested. Any mic I hold, the big man blessed it, and I thought that was dope. And it's a cool song. And again, like the title is kind of misleading if you like were into the rumors back then about her liking women. So don't really look. It's not that type of song. You know what I'm saying? But I think
Right.
it's a cool song.
Yeah, she also got a beef with Tyler the Creator. 'Cause I think Tyler the Creator said some line about MC Light and a lesbian or some shit like
Really?
that.
I didn't even know that. She had a beef with Tyler. Wow.
Yeah, it was like years ago, but they squashed it.
Right.
oh. Mm. MC Light likes swinging. It's it's one of those tracks that I could take or leave, but there was really nothing spectacular or out or anything to it. It's all right, but I didn't think there was like an underlying message or a hidden message in this track until Try said something.
Mm. Hey, it is what it is. Shit.
Right.
Track number 5, 10% Diss. I mean, I mentioned this song plenty of times on this channel, so I'm just gonna keep it short. This was the first response that she did against Antoinette on when she did the I Got an Attitude, because what had happened was the song one of her songs had like a similar beat. I think it was I Got an Attitude had a similar beat to Top Billing by Audio 2. Audio 2, they didn't want to diss a female MC, so they sent out MC Light to it. But here's my thing. As much as I love 10% Diss, I've always thought this sounded more like Top Billing than I Got an Attitude. I don't know if it's just me,
Right.
but and another thing I don't really like about the track is like the chorus. It's like the beat butter, don't stop taker, till you see your face, you ain't nothing but a fake. It sounds like a cheerleader chant. Like I never liked the chorus on the track. But MC Light, this was her best moment, like battle wise. Even though I'm a person that prefers "Shut the Fuck Up, Ho"
Right.
off
I
the
love
album,
that.
Mm-hmm.
that's the much better diss track. But everyone's always on 10% diss his ass, which again I like it. It's an iconic diss track, but it's just those little things that always I have to nitpick about it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, another good thing, very dope usage of the honey drippers that impeach the president drum break.
Right.
Love that shit. And of course, y'all should know that Pac, he even interpreted this shit, with "Hit 'Em Up" too. So
Right.
yeah, man.
I think see the choruses was different back then. Like they were more like they sound more cheerleaderish, like we said. When the '90s came, they were more focused on mainstream and
Mm-hmm.
trying to come up with like something,
Catchy.
um, yeah, trying to be more catchy. So a lot of rappers were like formulating their choruses more. Like I think that's what Rakim is a great, but he couldn't even do choruses when he was on Aftermath, allegedly. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it sounded like that. Like it was the '80s rap. The choruses were more about the music than the promotion of the music.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I mean, I'm not familiar with Internet. Like I seen her like once or twice, but I never bought nothing from her. Um, I like the beat. The bass line is dope. Light says, "You are what I label as. Nerve plucker. You plucking my nerves. You MC sucker." And yeah, Light definitely would have beaten Internet. You know what I'm saying? I can't even remember one Internet song, but um, You know, like the battle with Shantae was better to me. Like that was a better diss track because she really like she sounded angry when she went at Shantae. Like
Right.
this one is it just sounded like she was just playing around with internet, but it was cool. It's a dope track.
Yeah, because you know, like with like a lot of beefs back in those days, they mostly kept it strictly on the wax because there wasn't really
Like
no hard feelings between like an internet too. So,
like
because I know internet came back, I think with another song I think called "Business," some shit called "Business," which was that
that's
was
the like this.
you said what?
That's the MC like this that she made.
Yeah, after 10% diss, which
Okay,
that was a dope diss track by itself too.
check that.
Yeah, 10% this was another favorite of mine. I had no idea this was like another follow up disc to Antoinette, and plus, I'm not too familiar with her stuff like that either.
Mm.
And I think with Light on the track on this track here, she she I think was more like nonchalant with it versus in the previous diss track she did. She was like more like in your face, ready like to go to fuck off on Antoinette
Right.
on
Yep.
that one because
Mhm.
you can't mess with her like
Right.
that. Like, come on.
I
But
get it.
overall, this is not a bad song here. But to me, like when I first heard 10% this, I thought I was gonna get that same, I don't know, that same feeling she had when she did like shut the fuck up and like whatever else she was doing. Like I was expecting that, but I give her kudos for that though, even though she made it like held her own in a calm
Right.
demeanor.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, most definitely and shit like that. Because yeah, this was pretty much. I think I want to say this was like one of the first female rap beefs too, along with like the Roxanne Wars too. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. Paper Thin. Um, to me, this is my favorite track off this album, and it's actually MC Light's favorite track off this album too. Um,
Really?
yeah, very
Hmm.
dope usage of the Prince sample right there. They also use the Earth, Wind, and Fire sample too, and a Ray Charles sample. So very dope usage. It's pretty much like a storytelling track about MC Light having a suspicion that her niggas cheating on her and stuff like that, and you know she's just trying to bust a nigga down, trying to find out what's really going on. Um, yeah, man, I like the line where she says, "I heard this mumbo jumbo ish lover. I don't pay attention. I don't concentrate. You ain't got the bait that it takes to hook this. Aha, aha, aha. Sucky, you missed. I put all feelings aside. I know who I am. My name is Light, and your name is Sam, and shit. So, and yeah, we'll definitely hear back from Sam again on another song too. So, yeah, very iconic song. This is like one of the songs that really put it out there next to I Cram to Understand You. Yeah, very dope track right here. Love this shit.
Yeah, this is. I remember this video. Like, Rhapsody used to play this, and she's in Times Square rapping, and the crowd is looking at her, and then she on the subway, and back when the subways were real like dirty and had graffiti on it, and this was a classic song. One of my first I remember from her, and I remember Diddy sampled that off of that terrible second album, that PD Forever.
Yep.
After Johnny had with Redman, and I was like, oh no, what are you doing, man? Like, you ruined the classic song, you know what I'm saying? And after I heard that track, I have to throw that album away too, you know. And it's a classic song, man. Like I love the beat and those drums were like used by so many people, like so many people
Yeah.
sample that drum pattern, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I love it, man. It was great.
Yeah, Paper Thin was a very good song, and of course the storytelling behind it. Like, yeah, it's one of those songs that I'm pretty sure a lot of women can relate to. Like, yeah, they have their suspicion of their significant other messing around on them or cheating on them and stuff like that. So that's relatable to any woman on the planet. And yeah, that drum pattern, yeah, I've heard that being used a lot too, and more so notably on Mary J's Real Love.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But this is a song that I like. very much.
Yes, sir, man. Like, and even the video is pretty dope when she was in the subway and she was,
Like,
you know,
mhm.
shoot
That's
shot.
all.
All right, track number seven, Light DMC. Oh man, if there's anything I have to say about this album, it's just that some of the titles. It's just MC Light Light Swinging, Light DMC, Don't Cry, Big Girls. Like 10% this, like, but I'll let it slide. But yeah, Light DMC, pretty solid. It's just another braggadocio track. You know what I'm saying? You know, just taking out her competition on the mic. One thing I do like the beat though. The beat is pretty solid by a
Yeah.
lot. So yeah, very solid track.
Yeah, this is a dope track. Nice beat, nice scratches by the DJ. Light says, stepping up is like digging your grave. So suck MC, you ought to save. Fire lines. Definitely killed it. It's another solid track on here. There's a lot of solid cuts where she's just like just ball for ball. I think she's the best, man. Like she's just like the best female MC, just kicking it on. And I think this one of those songs where she's just showing her ball ability. So,
Facts.
Yeah, Light DMC is another favorite of mine. I give it that. That beat just goes hard all day. And it's just like line after line, she was just coming at it with heavy fire. Like she wasn't holding nothing back. That really speaks volumes to like how she is lyrically on the mic. And I'm just surprised that this wasn't like a possible single or promotional single at that, because it's just that good.
like,
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. All right, next track. I cram to understand you. Yeah, this is pretty much her breakthrough song. This song was actually, excuse me, it was actually released in 1986. Actually, like 2 years before the album came out. She wrote the song, like I mentioned, when she was 12 years old, and the song was pretty much. It continues on, you know, with the cat named Sam, and it turns out that Sam is actually like a drug addict. You know, he's addicted to crack. And the reason why she wrote this song was the fact that she wanted to introduce people like to the crack addiction and whatnot. And it's kind of crazy too because you know she always had talked about drug addiction in her songs, you know, with like Poor Georgie and stuff like that too. So Cappuccino, like we all mentioned too. So yeah, this was a pretty dope track. I love this song right here. It's a classic song. Mm. And I know she did another version in 1990. I kind of prefer the 1990 version. That was, if y'all can hear that, that's on the Ain't No Other album that came out in '93 too. So yeah, this one was pretty solid. I like this shit.
I love the storytelling on the song, and she's talking about Sam with the head like a clam, and talking about how they met up at the club, and we yipped and we yapped and we chit and we chat about this and that, front sneakers to hats. Just talking about how she hooked up with him, and there seems to be a pattern with like in these like men that she hooks up with, and then the relationship goes bad, and they end up getting
Right,
hooked on drugs
Yeah.
with poor Georgie, and then again on Ain't No Other, she had issues with men, and I don't know. It's like maybe that's how the rumor started of her being like a lesbian. Is like she don't have good luck with men or whatever, but
right,
um I think it makes for great storytelling if that's what was going on in her life at the time. It makes for great storytelling tracks like this. Is like one of my favorites on the album. So I definitely think it's a good track.
I Cram to Understand You is another dope track on here. Yeah, I love the storytelling of it, but it's like it kind of has me wondering, like, did Light just end up falling for the wrong guys, and then they end up becoming drug addicts, or was something else, or
Right.
some other underlying issues were involved in that aspect? Because it had me wondering, like, damn,
Yep.
where did she find these guys at? Like
Shit. Yeah.
that was kind of like what I was like wondering the whole time I was listening to. I'm like, damn. Like the other album we went over, yeah, of course she did talk about the issues of drugs, of course, but it's just like does she have a certain type she just end up falling for, or just fall for the wrong guy who
That
just
happened.
happens to end up being addicted to drugs in the end?
Yeah. Fall in love with a crackhead.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I love this song here.
Yeah.
All right. Next track, "Kicking for Brooklyn." Very dope track. Pretty much just her bigging up Brooklyn. Audio 2, man. Audio 2, just very underrated producers. Everyone always knows them for that top billing song, which I like. Don't get me wrong, but as producers, they lay out some dope beats for Lyte and shit too.
Mhm.
Just her bigging up Brooklyn and shit like that. I love this track. Nice bass to the beat too.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Very dope track.
Definitely a dope song, and dedicating it to the borough, and yeah, audio two is slept on. I feel like people they just know them for that one song, the top billing joint, but they definitely been in the game for a minute, and they need to be more recognized for their work, like for early '80s rap, and this was definitely a dope song by them, and I like what like says. She says, so I took the microphone and I threw it to the ground. But I need no assist when it comes to getting down. There's some dope bars, and yeah, I like it, man. Just definitely a track for Brooklyn.
I definitely agree with you on that.
The way I saw Kicking for Brooklyn was pretty much just a homage, of course, to that particular borough, and it just really speaks volumes to like her creativity as an artist, and the way that she did it, the flow of it was just on fire. No complaints.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely. I feel like it should be considered like a dope song. Like when it comes to like tribute songs to Brooklyn, like
Mhm.
this song, Jay with the Damages, Brooklyn took it. Like I hate to say it, but I'm tired of that Jay-Z Brooklyn Go Hard song. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of it. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I
It
feel like
was,
it's like overplayed once in a while.
yeah, yeah, we played it.
Yeah. And the last track off this album, "Big Girls Don't Cry." I mean, not big. Don't cry, big. Whatever. Don't cry, big
Don't
girl.
cry, big girls.
Yeah. To me, my least
But
favorite song off this album, in my opinion. So, as y'all can tell by the title of the track, it's a play on off the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons song, "Big Girls Don't Cry." Frankie Valli, he also sued MC Lyte for the sample too. Believe it
Oh
or not.
wow.
So, yeah, I I just thought it was a weak ending for the album. I would have preferred like "Kicking for Brooklyn" to be a better ending, but
Mhm.
this one was pretty silly and shit like that. I didn't really care for it. Sorry, not sorry. I love MC Lyte, but yeah, I don't care for this
I
one.
don't, I don't get the title out of it. Don't cry, big girl.
Don't cry, big girls. Yeah.
What's that about? Like, at least make it interesting. Like, talk about like a big girl bullying you in high school or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, I don't get it. I mean, it was I. She said, when I am speaking, show your gratitude. While I am teaching, I have no attitude. And just bragging on the mic, and it was okay. It wasn't great. I just thought she could have did better for the end of the album.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with Reg. This was like my least favorite song off this album too, because I honestly didn't know what she was gonna go on with this song here, and I really didn't think what exactly was she really trying to get the message throughout the song, or what she wanted the song to be about, because I didn't know she was like taking it a sample of that song you just mentioned, but it just, to me, it just didn't suit this album. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I would have been better off if she would have ended off with Kicking for Brooklyn as well, or any of the other songs on the track list.
Like,
Right. But yeah, and now that we're on the subject, yeah, MC Light never really has a lot of creative titles in the songs and shit. Too young for what? Kicking like 10%, like we mentioned, 10%. This is some of her titles just seem kind of basic or some shit. I don't know if it's just me.
man, it is.
Well, you expected something spectacular or something?
No, no, but at least like let it draw in. It's just like have people scratching their
Mm-hmm.
head, and I like that. But some of the titles just like, wait, what? But yeah, other than that, this is a very dope album. A lot of people have said it's a classic album. I know a lot of people say this is her best album. I tend to disagree. I don't disagree on a classic album part because it is a classic album, but I would prefer Eyes on This over this album, in my opinion.
Man,
But let me talk about the good on this album. Like, it's kind of dope how, she just, her voice was what really drew people in. And I've heard interviews where she said that people thought when she was coming out, people thought that she was like a young boy when she came out and shit like that. And it's just the fact that, even though people wrote her rhymes, it's the way she came across in the mic that what people gravitated and shit like that. You know, yeah, man, definitely love this song right here. Now when it comes to like versatility, yeah, like it is a bit shaky because it's like a lot of braggadocio songs, and you have the drug like the meter guy. They're always on drug songs or whatnot. But at the same time, it is a solid album. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 mics. Def 4 out of 5 mics. It's a very influential album, and I'm not gonna argue with anybody that says it's a classic album.
I think it's a dope album. Our first time out, and being from Brooklyn, and the production was dope. The songs, I love. I still think she should have put like the other version of "Light as a Rock" on here as a bonus track.
True.
And 10% Diss, love that song. Paper Thin, I can't understand you. Like she picked the right singles. You know what I'm saying? It's not my favorite though, huh?
I said I agree.
It's not my favorite. Like I love and Make No Other. Um, Eyes on This. I can't remember that one. I gotta go back and listen to Eyes on This. That was the second album, right?
Yeah.
Eyes on This. Yeah, I gotta go back and listen to it. But I mean, it's not a bad album. If people say it's a classic, that's great. You know what I'm saying? I think I was feeling her more like in the years later, like when she was getting more old. I started feeling her like when Act Like You Know came out and Made No Other. But I mean, she's still to me the top 10 all time. I love her. Love her. I think she's a legend. And a lot of people, when they do a lot of these top 10 lists, they don't put a female. So if there's any female I gotta put, it's definitely gotta be Light. I love Queen Latifah, but I think Light is better lyrically. But she's a Hall of Famer to me. So great album. I'll give it like a solid for my.
This was my first time listening to Light as a Rock, and after hearing it throughout the day, I feel like that it is definitely a classic from other people were saying. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this was definitely a great way for everyone to find out who Light is as an artist and as a lyricist, of course. Yeah, she has some great songs on there. Of course, she she would come at you hard with her flow, her delivery, and storytelling. And then two, there wasn't really any bad tracks on here, just some questionable titles of
Yeah.
certain songs on here though. But overall, a great album at that, and I give this one 4 out of 5 mics.
All right. So definitely a solid rating. Yeah, this is a very dope review. Very dope review.
Yeah.
By the way, so if y'all down this Sunday, do y'all want to do the weekend album first reaction this Sunday?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm down.
So you're gonna play the entire album live, and then we're gonna react to like the songs to it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm down
I,
to
I
do it.
already bought the album, so I already know that it's good. So
Okay. Cool.
I never listened to it, so
now let me. I don't know
no.
how y'all gonna take.
Like I said before, it's like I'm very iffy about the weekend. I mean, I like the
Yeah.
weekend, but it's certain work I like from him. I don't like everything.
Like his early stuff.
Yeah, and some of Beauty Behind the Madness, but after 2015, it was
Well, you didn't like Starboy?
majority of Starboy I didn't care for. I really
Oh,
didn't.
That was his most commercial one.
Yes.
yeah.
You know.
Oh my god. Some songs I didn't realize it was the weekend. And that's how crazy it was.
Really?
Because it was like I said, the week it's like when you first listen to like certain shit from the weekend, you can already tell it's him pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Even with the Earned It song, as much heat as I give that track, I still praise it for its authenticity and shit. Like just that
Mm-hmm.
alone.
I,
That
I, I think see with him, he doesn't do too many ballads, so I think that's why it was so popular because it was
Yeah.
actually a ballad from him, and he has the voice to do ballads, but he don't do a lot of ballads.
Ain't
yeah.
that shocking?
Ronnie
You
asked a
know,
couple of questions. I'm gonna get to
what
this
up,
first.
Ronnie?
Who's your favorite one-hit wonder artist? Ooh,
Oh.
damn.
Mm.
Favorite one hit wonder?
Yeah, favorite one-hit wonder artist. That was the question.
Wow,
Um,
Vanilla.
Hmm. My favorite?
Rex and Effect, just on top of my head.
Rex and Effect
Okay,
is not
okay.
one. They don't have a one hit. They have a one popular hit, but they're not one hit.
Yeah,
One
name
hit
my.
wonder for me, Skilo.
Ooh,
Skila.
okay,
Okay.
I'll give you that. What's that one song? Damn. Hmm. There's a rapper. He made this one catchy song. Oh, that I'm not your baby mama song.
Look, that's my baby daddy.
Yeah. Just
Hold on. I think I might know who it is. Hang on, let me see.
you know the song.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that song because my dad had like a certain CD of different artists, and it had like some '90s stuff on it. And I remember my dad played that CD in the house, and when that came on, I just bust out laughing because I was like, "What the hell is this?"
For real.
Because even my mom was like, had that look on her face, like, what is this shit?"
Wow.
She didn't know what it was either. Oh my god.
You know what's crazy
Oh
that
shit.
people even consider Digital Underground one-hit wonders because they only had
What?
because
Right.
Dance was like the only popular hit on the pop charts.
Right.
But that I know they have more than one hit
Yeah, they
though.
got
I
more.
know that.
They
Yeah.
did on the rap charts mostly.
See,
Yeah, true.
I
Oh,
said Vanilla
I
Ice
found
because
who it was. The my baby daddy song. It was B Rock in the Biz.
Yeah, that B Rock shit. Oh, for sure. You okay?
I said Vanilla Ice because I actually bought that Vanilla Ice. When I was younger, I actually bought that Vanilla Ice album that to the extreme. So that
Oh
was like his
wow.
biggest hit. He's still doing shows off of that one hit. So
You know, try.
How the hell you do shows off one hit?
Yeah, he's doing shows off for one hit.
I mean,
How does that work?
He had play that funky music, but that's like a remake of the Casey and the Sunshine Band
right
song. You know what I mean? But I mean, he's still doing shows off of Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah, because like with Vanilla Ice, as much shit as I give Vanilla Ice and stuff like that, he is good with his money. Like he plays that shit smart and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
because ain't like he blew it all.
Yeah.
Right. Because like unlike Hammer and shit like that, like
oh god.
Pumps in the butt.
Waterfall in this fucking house or some shit like.
And I'm pretty sure he was trying to help out all of Oakland, but there's only so much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I can't get mad about. I honestly can't get mad about, but
he had a whole lot of dancers on the stage when he had his shows, and he still does to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, Ronnie said Orange Juice Jones.
That's a good one.
Yo, that fucking video was creepy as hell.
I watched that video too, because like even after I watched him, like, oh shit, I got a little freaked out by that.
Oh Lord.
Who's your favorite? What's your favorite Babyface song he produced? Ooh.
Oh wow, that man produced so many.
That's like that Stevie Wonder question. You can't just have.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. I can't name just one.
You know what? I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men, because that's really the only song where I excuse the dramatics of it all. I'll make love. That's the only song because like I felt that. I felt that shit.
Oh God. Okay. Mine is Madonna's Take a Bow.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's an underrated album too. Bedtime Stories.
I got that album.
I love that album.
From her.
Definitely.
I'll even say it way better than Like a Prayer. I don't give a no one says.
You said it's better than Like a Prayer?
Yeah.
The album. Yeah. A lot of Madonna
I think I ended up buying that one.
I've heard a lot of Madonna fans like call that one a classic, and when me and Reggie reviewed it, I'm like, there's some songs I didn't like on there though.
Yeah, the sequencing, it was like the first 6 songs was dope, but like the last 4 or 5, it was like, ugh. And I've always felt like that. Always. Yeah. I like it, but
I ended up getting that in the mail yesterday, Like a Prayer.
Hell, I would put Erotica over Like a Prayer. I'm sorry.
That was good.
I got Erotica too.
I like that. That was a good album. Anything from the Toni Braxton first album, I think he did. Classic album, top 5 for me.
7.
Yeah, we gotta go over that one day.
Yes,
I'm down.
Oh yeah.
That in the Heat.
Woo!
Yes, another solid one.
The Heat might be my favorite out of Tony's albums. It might be.
I know it's my dad's favorite.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I like Secrets, but it was just that, they were trying to make her their Mariah or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to.
Oh yeah. Because in hindsight, I get what you mean now. Because a lot of this ballads and stuff too.
And I don't mind the ballads, but at the same time, have a good balance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand what she was going through with the bankruptcy and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite Getter Boys member? Oh, Scarface all day.
Scarface, yeah.
But at the same time, Willie D's the better writer.
Okay.
Yeah. Expect a review on that. I'm going out like a Soldier album pretty soon. So, I know I just dropped the Till Death Do Us Part earlier.
Right.
Mad niggas sleep on that album. I'm sorry. They say, oh, since Willie D left, fuck that album. Face and Bill, they still did their thing. Big Mike did his fucking thing. Like the songs were more violent than ever. Like fucking Straight Gangsterism, Crooked Officer, Street Life, man. That's like the most darkest album, period.
Right.
Um, he said mine is T soft music. Who? Who soft music teas?
Midnight Star.
Yeah,
Is
I,
that what
So
you mean?
yeah, I know the Midnight Star Slow Jam. I know that song, but I never heard the soft music one. Or I might be reading it wrong. I don't know. But speaking of Babyface, what do y'all think of the Tender Lover album?
I never
That
heard.
is a very, very great album.
Okay, you say you never heard it, Trust?
Nah, I think I might know. That's the I never heard it. 'Cause I didn't see. I wasn't big on Babyface as an artist. Like his production, I'm more of a fan of, and like him doing other people's albums, but his own stuff, I didn't really. I think like I want to say for the Cool and Me was like the first time I heard like an actual Babyface album.
Yeah, this is for the cool me, right?
Yes, I heard that. My mom used to play that a lot, so I heard that. But the stuff before that, I don't know. Like I know the singles, but the actual albums I never listened to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was searching online to see like if Tender Lover was still if there were still copies of that because I plan on at least getting that for my mom one day.
Right.
Right now, it's running for a whole lot of money.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
right. It's out of
Because with Babyface, I kind of compare him to Smokey Robinson when it comes to writing and producing. Because
yeah,
as as prolific as the production and songwriting is, when it comes to their own albums, certain fans they have their mixed feelings about the albums and shit.
hmm
Because I know
right.
with Smokey, I know a lot of fans they either love the three albums. They'll either love the Quiet Storm album, the Where There's Smoke album, and the Being with You album and shit like that. Only like the diehard fans know their respective albums when they do their own shit. That's not saying anything bad, but that's how illustrious their artist, the artistry is and shit. You know?
Right.
Yeah, man. Cause with Babyface, like my favorite albums are like the For the Cool in You.
hmm
Um, that I think the joint he came in '97. I think it's called Secrets. I want to say. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Hold on.
You mean the day?
That was '96, I think, was the date.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Those albums are hot too and shit. So
Yeah, I like for the cool and you, Tender Lover. I have mixed feelings for Face to Face.
Yo, that I just listened to that. That's a crazy album because he had
Yeah,
like some underground hip hop producers on there,
yeah,
Megahertz and
yep,
Buck
yep.
Wild from
really,
Yeah,
DITC was on
Pharrell's
there.
on there too. Yep.
Right. DJ AM, and he passed away, and he was on there, and I was like, yo, I know Babyface didn't handpick these producers.
He even
yo,
had Snoop on the album too.
Right, Snoop was on
you
there.
know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I never heard that album either, but that was around the time when Arista they were trying to go hip hop on us and shit like that because
Yeah.
Right,
Angie Stone even had an album that she dropped around that time too, and they had a lot of hip hop. Like Snoop was on one of the songs too. Seems
right,
like L.A. Reid has a love for Snoop Dogg for some reason, but
right. And that album came out the same day as the Blueprint. That came out on 9/11.
yep,
What?
Yeah, 9/11 it came out.
and
I did
Glitter,
not know that.
Right. And Fabulous first album.
yeah. You know,
Hmm.
I gotta hear that. I might do a reaction to that album too,
Which
Babyface.
one?
face to face.
I want
Yeah,
to get
face.
that, but it's
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
print though.
Well, yeah, that'd be another good one too.
Yeah.
But it's been years since I've listened to that.
That's a dope album, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I want to get it, and I only heard it because Questlove was playing some joints on the tribute to Andre Harrell because Andre Harrell was over at he had produced a song on that album, and I think he was over at Arista at the time.
Oh wow.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Me watching all these verses, then this whole quarantine, it might get me really serious about this whole DJ shit. I'm serious.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man,
Mm.
because I've been watching all these verses and shit like that, and I've been saying I've been always telling myself I'm gonna really get my head in DJing, but I've been so busy with shit. But I'm really gonna
Yeah.
start doing this shit.
True,
Y'all be surprised.
no doubt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I know Babyface has another had some other good ones. Grown and Sexy wasn't bad. Um
Mm.
Return of the Tender Lover, I know that was a good one too.
Yeah, that was solid. I heard some of
Yeah,
that.
and that collab he did with Tony.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
certifiable.
that was a good.
Yeah, we should do like a live reaction vid to either the Love, Marriage, and Divorce album or any of his other stuff if you're down.
Well, I heard Love, Marriage, and Divorce and stuff like that.
Yeah, that one was good. I heard that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm down. Like I still want to do that face to face one day.
Yeah,
Yeah, face
that
to
one was
face.
dope.
Yeah. Have you heard Grown and Sexy?
Nah, I didn't. I gotta hear that one. I didn't hear that one.
Maybe we could do a live reaction to that one.
And the other one you said, the Return of the Tender Lover, that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta hear those two. But the face to face one, I actually want to get because I never bought a Babyface album. I'm like, yo, this shit is fire.
Yeah,
Really, you never bought none of his stuff?
Nah, my mom bought all the Babyface stuff. I never bought it. Like if I showcase it off, I'm bumping it, but I didn't actually buy the Babyface stuff. Like that was more her thing. But this is the Babyface album that I actually want to get. 'Cause I'm like, yo, he got Megahertz on there. He got Buck Wild doing some tracks. He got Neptune's doing some
crazy.
tracks. Huh?
Buckwild Babyface. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I never heard Buck Wild talk about it.
Yeah, because around that time too, it was like, see, around that time, Babyface, he was so popular, but R&B was like in a different space in 2001.
Yeah,
Right,
Like
yeah.
when we talk about the Aaliyah self-titled album and shit,
right,
Hmm.
right.
like that was like the Murder Inc. R&B era and stuff
Right.
like that. Oh baby era. Ronnie said, "What's your favorite DJ Premier song he produced?" Oh, Mass
Oh
Appeal.
man, my favorite. Damn. Careless One, MC Act Like They Don't Know.
Ooh,
I love so many of Premier stuff, so but that's like one that comes to mind.
yeah, that's the kind of beat that makes you want to go trick or treat and rob trick or treating and shit like that. Dun 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 dun
Love
dun. Like I,
that.
I love that beat.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Ash?
Seeing if I'm trying to think of one now. I know he did a lot of stuff with Gangstar. I know that. Just trying to think of something. Hmm. Damn, really? yeah, like I really
D'Angelo.
can't think of nothing right now at the moment.
D'Angelo.
Damn. Huh?
D'Angelo. The Lady remix. He did that for D'Angelo. He did Devil's Five.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I had no idea he did Biggie's
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah, that yeah, Unbelievable was a
Mhm.
favorite song of mine.
Yeah, that beat for Unbelievable, man. It is.
Yeah, and then that sample with R. Kelly in it too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, Primo, like around that like 94, 97, man. He was the way he was using some of those fucking loops, man. I just wonder what be going
Right.
on at studios sometimes. Shit. I
A lot
mean,
of weed.
shit, man. Um, Zion, he said, for the cooling, you was hands down babyface best. I agree, man.
That was a good album.
Yeah, my
That's not
mom
good.
loves that album.
Yeah.
Lady, man. Oh my fucking god.
Mhm.
Shit.
Mm.
Ronnie said, can you do a
What are
left?
your favorite songs off that album?
I love the title track. That was great. Um, what's that slow song? When Can I See You Again?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Love that. Beautiful song. The whole album is great. Like that was when Babyface was in his bag. Like doing stuff with Tony,
Mhm.
doing stuff for himself. The Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, and
Yes.
he could do no wrong at that time. Like he definitely was like the best, like him and R. Kelly of R&B at that time.
Yeah, and plus he was producer of the year like 3 times in the
Right,
90s.
right.
Bro, never
Yeah.
keep secrets.
Oh.
That was the
Mhm.
Shit. Um, Ronnie said, "Can y'all do a LaFace top 10 albums?" Ooh,
Oh,
10.
that's
I
not
only
what
heard
he
Ronnie. I only
wants to
heard
do
like
like
like three
a fake
Babyface
top
albums.
10
Yo.
album live video, or just right now talking about it?
Top 10.
I mean, you had TLC's albums and Usher's.
Oh! I
Yeah,
thought you meant
yeah,
like his
yeah.
own stuff though. Are you counting just his own albums or like for stuff like other artists?
Well, I thought they meant the record label.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
was
okay,
gonna say.
okay.
Record label, like
Oh,
what we did with Uptown, and
right, true. Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
You can probably do that sometime this summer.
Yeah,
sure.
I just hope like things change this summer. Like,
Right.
Yo, what do you guys think of Mint Condition's definition of a band album in '96?
oh, that album was good because that was one of those albums that my mom lost, but I helped her look for at least a copy of it on Amazon, and she got it. That was a good album.
I never heard. I heard their greatest hits. I never heard like their albums like that.
Their actual stuff.
Yeah, I never heard like a
Yeah.
full album from them. I actually got all the stuff ready to show, right?
No, 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 no. Like some stuff I helped my mom find because I know there
Mm,
was a point where she did have some of their stuff, but either she lost it or
right,
just wasn't able to find it. And
right.
I know last year for Mother's Day, I ended up getting her their first album.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yo, that album cover is so '90s, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
tell.
cause even when she looked at it, she was like, "Oh my God, they're so young." I'm like, "Yeah, this was their debut album."
Right. That's true.
Yeah, she has this one. She has um, from the Mint Factory,
Um,
Definition of a Band, Life's Aquarium. Um, what else? Living the Luxury Brown and E Life.
okay.
Yeah, she loves their music because a coworker of hers gave her a greatest hits CD, and she
Hmm.
was wondering who is this,
Right.
and her coworker told her who they were, and then from then on she was like looking to see like what stuff they had.
Yeah, man. If only Stokely's solo album was better.
She got his solo album.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man. That's just like the R&B equivalent of J Electronica's hype. Like all those, all that build up, that shit was trash.
wow. Wow.
I only like that song "Organic." That's the only thing.
But I
That's
don't
the
even
only
remember that.
song I like off his solo.
You came at the wrong time.
Take away
No,
like
I mean, don't get me wrong. I remember in their unsung episode, they were talking about at one point the record label wanted Stokely to go solo back in the '90s as well, but he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to leave the guys behind to do that.
Right.
shit.
You felt that
Some of them
solo
way too
joint came
long.
in
Like
too late.
Raphael Sadiq, Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men. They waited too long to go solo. They should have
Dropped
went solo
a
as soon as they. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like if someone gave you a chance to do a solo deal, like I don't know, either after your second or third album, wouldn't you
Right.
jump at the chance then?
Exactly. Like why wait like a decade later or 2 decades later to drop?
Well,
What's your take on it, Reg?
here's my thing. Here's my thing about this shit. I feel like with the label, when it comes to certain groups, they always try their best to make money out the group. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's just say if Stokely did leave Mint Condition and drop a solo album, you also have to think about how popular Mint Condition was at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they dropped like the first couple albums, I mean, they're mostly popular. Like they had like a moderate chart success
Right.
compared to like quote unquote like Boys to Men or say like Tony.
Hmm.
But I just felt like he waited. They waited after the appeal was off. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
if Stokely would have dropped an album or solo album, he could have still stayed in the group. Pretty much, he could have
Yeah.
still stayed in the group. Hell, Raphael Sadiq, he was lucky. He was pretty lucky because y'all remember that he had the "Ask of You" song, but he was
Right.
Oh, my mom loves that song.
if he would have dropped the album around that time too, like post Sons of Soul, pre House of Music, that shit would have been a huge hit. But he was lucky. Stokely wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Sean Stockman though, he waited till now to drop his first song.
Who?
Sean Stockman.
Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men.
Oh, I didn't even know he dropped an album. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you hear that song? That one song he put out last year called "Feeling a Little Something."
I mean, I have to hear it again. Cause you know me. I'm not a Boyz II Man. After '97, I lost interest in Boyz II Men.
Right.
But in my opinion, I don't. Out of all the Boyz II Men, I don't even know if any of them could have had a successful solo career. I don't know.
Yes, Wanye, definitely. Sean.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Wanye, Nathan, maybe.
I don't know. They're like one of those groups. People are used to seeing them together.
Right, but if they were like you just only see one of them, you'd be like wondering.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be a bit too much whining for me one album. I don't know. Hell, as much as I talk shit, Cisco even played it right when he dropped this solo album.
Oh yeah. Unleash the Dragon.
Even though Def Jam had a lot of shady shit going on with Drew Hill around that time too, but it's another story for a different day. Who else? Like
Ricky Bell. He's another one.
Oh yep.
Oh Lord,
he waited too long.
Because I had no idea he dropped a solo joint until we talked about their New Edition solo stuff. Man, and speaking of Ricky Bell, what did you think of that video I sent you, Tribe? The one with when he did that So Def remix of When Will I See Your Smile Again?
That was I prefer the original one though, but I just think Ricky waited too long. Like he should have right after Home Again. That's when he should have did his solo thing.
But back then they had their own issues going on because I mean, when they were fighting so much on that Home Again tour, it was like they couldn't really record at that time because MCA was suing them. I'm pretty sure of that.
Right.
Man, New Edition is just a story by itself.
Oh Lord.
Man. Yeah, they just been through so much.
Yeah.
What's y'all favorite unsung episode?
Oh, there's so many good ones. Oof.
I can tell you my recent favorite is the Jets because that one they still going through it with their family. Like the kids is not talking to the parents and all that. I like that one.
What?
Yeah. Like they still beefing. They still beefing. Like after all these years, they still not talking to the parents. That's crazy.
One of my favorites, I want to say, is the Otis Redding episode.
That was good.
Oh, yeah, that was good, but sad.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, one of my favorite episodes was David Ruffin.
No, that was the most fucked up one. Oh my fucking god! That was the most fucked up episode. No, and they were hyping this episode to death.
Right.
Ooh.
I didn't see it when it originally aired. I waited. Damn, when did I fucking see it? Shit. It had to have been like, I don't know, a month or two after it originally aired when I saw it. Because there were certain things I needed to see for myself because I've seen the Temptations movie ever since I was a little kid, and there was some stuff that I wanted to see for myself if it was true or not.
Hey yo, another favorite of mine that nobody talks about, but TV One kind of banned it, is the Ike Turner episode.
Oh God.
I remember that.
Yeah, TV One banned that episode. They only showed that shit like two or three times. They banned it because
why they banned it?
I think Ike Turner's family pretty much they felt like Tina should have. They felt like it was too much of a negative light on him
On their dad. Oh,
Hey, in in TV One's defense, y'all should be lucky Ike Turner got it unsung in the first place, cause
you would think, right?
yeah, because you know it's been said that Tina helped Ike pimp some women too. It's been said about
What?
that. Yeah, yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of shit going on.
Oh my God. Mm.
Hell, even
Another
Little Rich,
favorite of mine is Oh, go ahead.
also even Little Richard kind of side eyes Tina Turner at one point.
God.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Well, you will go ahead, Ashley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another favorite episode of mine was Tammy Terrell's episode, even though it was like unfortunately sad too, because
Yo,
she was just way too young, and I feel like she would have had I guess probably a long illustrious career. I guess.
Right.
yeah, the Tammy Terrell episode that was a very good one. Um,
Hmm.
one of the ones that I like, but I kind of had some mixed feelings about was the Sly and the Family Stone episode because I
I
felt like
never seen that episode.
yeah, I felt like a lot of the history they kind of whitewashed about it because they didn't mention the part about how Sly and Larry had their bodyguards have a shootout at one point, or they hired gangsters to kill one another.
Wow.
Yo, I felt like that episode was a slightly missed opportunity because they could have done like a 2 hour episode like they did with the disco episode, but
Right.
that
Hmm.
was that was a missed opportunity. But I understand because some parts of the history they don't want it to be told and shit, you know.
Right.
Mm.
Or like how they mentioned how Sly's dog bit his son ear at one point too, or some shit. Which it's another thing. I have to mention this.
Uh-huh.
This goes out to people with dogs. If you have
Hmm.
guests coming and you have fucking pit bulls or Rottweilers, put your motherfucking dog in some leashes, some cage, or some shit.
Exactly.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of my friends.
Especially if you have like kids or something.
Right.
Yeah, so one of my friends, man, and shout out to one of my homeboys. He needed some help hooking up a mic. All of a
Right.
sudden, he had a pit bull ran up on me. I was like, yo. And you know me, I don't do dogs. I don't do animals
Right.
shit. I don't even like when a dog licks me sometimes. But fucking pit bull ran up on me and shit. Like I was like, oh hell no, like get this. And I had to fucking kick the dog or some shit. And he's
Oh
like,
my God.
and this is the motherfucking thing I hate. And I hate when motherfuckers say this shit about dogs. Oh, he don't bite. If the motherfucker got goddamn teeth, the motherfucker bites. What kind of shit is that? Oh, he don't bite. He won't harm you. Hell no. Okay. Motherfucker got goddamn rabies and shit. I'm gonna make y'all motherfuckers pay that medical bill. Oh, he don't bite. Fuck out of here.
Mhm.
Shit. I just have to go on a little rant.
I understand where you're coming from, Reg, because from what you said, that reminds me of my dad. Because my dad does not like dogs or any animal, period.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
yeah, because when he was a kid, he ended up getting bit by a dog. But I don't know what kind of dog it was, but my dad still got the mark from when that dog bit him on the back of one of his legs. So yeah.
Shoot. Oh my. And then you know what also when I'm walking in the street and
Hmm.
I saw this German Shepherd or some stuff like that. And
Oh shit.
y'all ever seen that movie Holes? That one scene when Stanley yelled at he saw that scorpion and
You got that yellow spotted lizard, and he was hauling
yeah,
ass to get
yeah.
away from it.
Right.
That's how motherfuckers started running after me or some shit. And he was like, he just wants to play with you. Like, motherfucker, nigga, you want to bite my fucking leg or what do you fucking want to play with me? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Shit. Y'all see the civil rights movement. Y'all seen them little documentary
Yeah.
about them fucking dogs or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. I'm just not a dog person. Like, it took me a while to get used to cats. It took me a long while to get used to cats.
Did you ever had an issue with cats?
Hell
in the
yeah.
past?
Hell yeah, I had issues with cats. Shoot. I remember one time I had there was this one cat that I think it wanted to scratch. I think it wanted to scratch me at one point. And so I had to do like a little get the fuck off me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. But I remember when I was little. Me and my friends. You know them little geese. Them little geese that be
Yeah.
like me and my friends when I
Right.
was like, we used to always chase after geese, throw rocks at the geese and shit like that, scare the
Oh
geese
Lord.
away. Then all of a sudden we used to like break away or some shit. We used to the fastest nigga chase the geese away, and the fastest nigga, he will be so fast, he be loving it. He be like, he be so fast, he like, ah! Trying to scare off the motherfuckers and some shit. Man, that was back when I was a little young boy and shit. That was back when I didn't know no better. Yeah. But yeah, it's just animals. Ugh. I don't understand how white people have all them damn cats. Like they be having cats, dogs, snakes. Like they be having all these animals in their fucking house or some shit. I don't understand.
I guess certain people are like either cat people or dog people or just really into birds or
Right.
reptiles, pretty much, or
Right.
pretty much whatever they can get their hands on and deem it as a house pet.
Well, Eliza Thornberry needs to go on somewhere with that shit and take that shit somewhere else. Eliza Thornberry can go on with that shit. Fuck.
Oh shit! The wild thornberries was my shit back in
Oh
the day.
man, Darwin, that was my nigga.
Yeah. What did you
Shit.
think of Donnie on that show?
Donnie was funny, but Donnie needed to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Mm. Shit, if all of my young kids don't know about wild thornberries, just look it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ronnie said, "Who's your favorite Jodeci member?"
Oh
Damn,
wow.
Devontae.
Shit.
Devontae's my favorite.
KC.
Dalvin.
Dalvin, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not hating. I'm just never heard people say Dalvin because people always want to play on Dalvin like he don't do shit.
Right.
He rapped. He was a rapper, and he produced.
Yes.
You know.
He be adding that.
Yeah.
He be adding on that shit.
Yeah. The little ad lib in the background and all that.
Yeah. I ain't mad.
Mm.
Huh?
Hmm.
Freddie Mercury waited to go solo until the '80s, but that solo album wasn't that bad though. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But see, with
But
rock,
if that man was alive today, man.
rock music, it has a lot of advantages. Hip hop doesn't. White people would embrace
Right.
it with a passion. Like when Robert Plant went solo after Led Zeppelin broke up, that was a successful album and shit. When David Lee Roth went solo after he
Right.
left Van Halen, they embraced that. White people, they just embrace it. Black people, they don't embrace shit right away.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Then once the motherfucker dead and shit like that, that's when like, oh, we love you and shit. That's when the culture vultures
Yeah.
want to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm. Right. You said mine is Casey and Devontae. Okay.
Let's go.
Shoot.
Devontae's underrated. He's an underrated producer.
Very underrated.
Mm.
Shoot. What y'all think about En Vogue?
In Vogue. They
Mhm.
were a very, very good group back in the 90s, of course. But I had no idea they had beef with Luther Vandross until I saw that beef episode of yours.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I had
No,
no idea. Even when I told my mom that, she didn't know. Cause
Right.
Luther is one of my mom's favorite singers, and she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
man, Luther
Crazy.
was a character. Yeah, but yeah, man. But I think after Don left, I just fell off on
hmm
Yeah.
the
Same
fake ass
with
singers.
Didn't Terry end up leaving too?
Man, they all
Maxine left.
uh,
Maxine.
yeah. I don't really
It
care.
was Maxine, not Terry.
Yeah. Nah, Maxine is
Okay.
gone. She left. Yeah. They
Oh,
replaced it with some new chick is in the group.
yeah. I like the original lineup of them together because I have no idea who these
Yeah.
new females are in the group anyway. So
Right.
Shit. Yeah. Y'all remember this other R&B group from the 2000s called Cherish?
Was that the one
I remember them. They
was
came
that the
out when I was
group
in
with
middle school.
Amina?
Excuse me.
Was that the group with the chick from Love and Hip Hop, Amina? That wasn't her?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
That was with them the Farrah Nyasha or whatever.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I remember Cherish because in middle school they had I think like two hits,
I don't remember.
unappreciated and do it to it.
Bro, and they used to play the hell out of Unappreciated. Like, oh my fucking god. That was like one. That was the 2000s, man. That was like the irreplaceable era. Everybody wanted to have an irreplaceable and shit. Irreplaceable like song. Alicia Keys with that. No one, no one.
I
Oh,
love that song.
I
That's a
hate that.
great song.
Hate that
What?
Keep doing
fucking
Alicia
song.
dirty. I love that song. Wow.
When when that oh my, I prefer like I'll never see you again. That I love that
I
song.
love that song too.
I
That's a
love
great
that
song.
song too. Yep.
Yeah.
I just wanna. No one damn well behind the scenes. She was sneaking around sucking Swiss Beats' dick and shit.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Shit. Who else? What was the other? Y'all remember them? Crime Mob.
Grandma, yeah.
Crime Mob. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I remember them.
uh favorite member.
I didn't listen to them, but I know Diamond because Diamond was on a reality show.
Yeah, don't they all go to reality shows at this
Yeah,
point?
that's basically what they do now.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look what happened with Little Scrappy.
Yeah.
Scrap that. Favorite member of New Edition. Ooh.
Ooh.
Um, I say I say Bivens because he was the business mind in the group. You know,
Yeah, that's a hard. That's the kind of hard one.
I'll say who my favorite member is. Ralph.
yeah.
This might be controversial, but I'll say Johnny because he didn't have that much shit after he left the group disbanded.
How would that be
Yeah.
controversial? I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. Right.
I mean, cause I just felt like when the Johnny era, like the Any Heartbreak, Home Again, those are like my favorite albums from New Edition. Plus the
hmm
second album, I just
Right.
felt like it just added like a more maturity to the group and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think the real problem is Bobby still has some feelings that Johnny is with the group, and they won't talk about that.
They
I
all
thought
just
they addressed all that in the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, see, it's weird. Like I've seen them live, so it's weird because when they do all the older stuff before any heartbreak, Johnny has to leave the stage. Anything with any heartbreak and after, he comes back on stage with them. So I think there's still some underlying tension between Bobby leaving and Johnny coming into the group, and they won't address it. But I mean, we all know it's there.
Oh,
like I said, they all just need to go to therapy or just need to go to God.
They do, and then this whole thing
Yeah,
with Ralph and John, you the member. You came in the group. How are you trademarking the name and you wasn't even in the group from day one? Him and Ralph, like I don't
wait, Johnny
understand
was
that.
trying to do that.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yes, it was him and Ralph that were trademarking the group name.
Oh wow.
That's why
If
the
that really
other
did
members
happen, then that means a lot of lawsuits and shit gonna pop off.
right, and that's why the other members went off and did RBRM because they're not making no money off of the group name or whatever. And
Damn.
when you see Ralph in interviews, he's like, "Oh, me and the guys got to sit down and talk. It's your fault." You know what I'm saying? You the one that caused the friction again between the group right after the whole biopic and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of crap went on, and they need to like all be in the room and hash everything out.
See,
Yeah, I mean they grown and they in their 50s and like, come
Right.
on.
Exactly.
they all need to take notes from Wu Tang and shit when it comes to business.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm.
I'm going for about 5 more minutes and shit. What y'all think about Crisscross? Mm, I'm not gonna lie. I like Crisscross. I'm not gonna lie. The second album was
I
trash.
like I love crisscross because number one, they're named out. I had the same name as them. Number two, that look of like they invented a look. Like I mean, even
Yeah.
though a lot of people didn't wear it, like the baggy pants and the
Mhm.
wear backwards and all that is the music was good too. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the third album's underrated as fuck. I'll give you that.
yeah,
Shit. Rockefeller or Rough Riders? Oh, Rockefeller.
rock.
Yeah, Rockefeller.
I mean, I love Rough Riders, but after like '04, '05, it was kind of hit or miss for me.
Before then,
Really?
like by the time they came out with Volume 3, it was like I don't know, like it just felt like everybody was going their separate ways. So
Yeah.
Rough Riders did their thing though. They had like a crazy movement.
Mhm.
Yeah, Volume
Yeah.
3 may have been shaky, but I'll take that over Volume 4 any day.
I didn't even hear Volume 4. I didn't even hear Volume 4.
Shit.
I
At least
saw
with
Volume 4.
man, I heard that shit once and I
Oh
forgot
Lord,
about it. It was just the production. It was not that good.
man.
Shit. But with Rockefeller, they were good maybe until the late between the whole beef. But even like after the beef and shit, like the Jay-Z and Dame,
Man.
like even Kanye shit was still keeping
Oh
them.
yeah, definitely. Kanye was keeping them afloat.
Hell yeah.
You know.
So they pretty much bowed out gracefully, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
Boys to Men or the Temptations?
Waste them in.
Oysterman.
Temptations. Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. I just like I said before, it's like with Boys to Men, it's like a couple of songs I can actually like, but with the Temptations, over the
Right.
years, like decade after decade, there's certain shit I like from them, so I have to give it to them.
Right. True.
Okay.
Yeah. Shit. What's your favorite member of the Temptations?
I don't have a
Hmm.
favorite. I don't. I know some. I know David Ruffin in them, but I don't. I'm not.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
their lineups changed over the years, so
Like
I don't know who else is in the group now. Only I know Otis is the only original member still alive.
But ain't
wow.
nobody coming to see Otis though. Like,
Okay, if it was me, okay, my favorite Temptation members from the original lineup,
Mm,
it would be between Eddie and David.
okay.
yeah, okay, shoot, yeah, Eddie's my favorite, but one of
Mhm.
my favorites that no one talks about is Ali Ali.
Which one did Leon play?
David.
Okay.
David.
Yeah.
Shit.
Funny.
But yeah, man, it's just like the Temptation. That's a group
Mhm.
that just died. That group that should just died a long time ago. I'm sorry. I don't like these.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I don't like when these soul groups from like the '60s and '70s. They always have two versions of the group. I don't like that shit in my opinion.
Right,
Oh
right.
yeah.
It's,
That
Yeah,
happened with the Delphonics, right?
oh my yeah, the Delphonics, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
that's what's
Oh
going on with the
yeah.
Jets now. The Jets have two different
What?
versions of the group. Yeah, they have like the older siblings, and then the younger siblings coming after them are like the second version.
Oh my god.
And ironically, the Temptations were one of the first groups to start that shit too.
Right.
Yeah, that I didn't like it when they did that too, because I like the original lineup.
Can you imagine if New Edition did that? Like you had Ralph
Oh
and Johnny,
hell.
one version of New Edition, and then you have RBRM as the like. That would be crazy.
I mean, technically,
Hell
that's what's going on
no.
right now. Technically,
Right. Yeah, but they're not performing with it though. They like Ralph and Johnny not performing as New Edition.
mm,
No.
You know what I'm saying?
shit. Favorite song from Keith Sweat. Ooh,
Mm.
Um,
there's a
Make It
vibe.
Last Forever.
Okay,
Love
yeah,
that song.
long way.
Damn, those are my favorites too. If it
Mhm.
was me, I would have to say Make It Last Forever as well.
Yeah, man. All from the Make It Last Forever album. Okay.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
all the classics.
yeah. I need to. I know a lot of y'all request me to review that album and shit. So I need to plan on doing that one day.
What if Keith Sweat said he want to battle Jacquees?
Oh god.
No comment. I'm not.
That would be a short ass versus video.
The king of
He
R&B.
would destroy Jacquees.
Man, I don't even. I
No
don't even
question.
talk about Jacquees right now. On some real shit.
What was that?
On some real shit. I don't even. I don't even want to mention Jacquees right now.
Hmm.
What do y'all think of his second album? I'll give all my love to you album.
I don't think
I
I've
ain't hear you.
listened to that one.
What you said? I ain't hear you.
You heard it. His
He
second.
said,
Which one?
I'll give all my love to you.
From who? What's the artist you was talking about?
Keith Sweat.
he sweat.
Oh, I heard that like a long time ago. The second album,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard that a long time ago.
Yeah. That one not as
yeah.
good as Make It Last, but it's still solid in my opinion.
Right.
I have yet to listen to that one.
Like his early stuff is classic, man. Like Make It Last Forever and the
Yes.
second album and the self-titled joint.
That's my favorite album, self-titled.
Yeah, you
Even
know.
though,
What do you
even
think of
though
what he did with LSG?
Oh yeah,
class,
the first album was great. I love that first album, LSG album. You know.
classic, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing
Yeah.
about Keith Sweat. He always stayed in his fucking lane. Never done that
Yeah.
fucking hip hop shit. Just always, always doing all that.
Yeah.
Like as long as you beg and shit like that, as long as you stay original, doing all that begging, I don't mind it. Just the first note. You think that I'm ready? And all of his videos, niggas wearing some leather jacket or some shit. Oh man,
He like leather.
Keith is a
Yeah.
character.
The man
That
likes his leather and his furs. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah.
Oh,
That one scene in New Jack City when he was performing that song in that wedding. I better. All those people were like, oh man.
oh,
Ladies love them some Keith, man. I'm just saying.
yeah.
If you have a girl, play some Keith Sweat, man. It's a wrap. Start with that Twisted.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's my
Yeah.
shit.
Then end it with
Yes.
"Make It Last Forever."
Yep.
Hmm.
Shit. I remember I was at a club when that song played. I was at a club when that song,
Hmm.
Really?
shit like that, and some girl just randomly danced with me out of nowhere.
Wow.
Oh.
She was kind of ugly.
Hmm.
I made her laugh.
How to get that's the how to get bump players. She
You said
said he said she was ugly. Wow.
that's a she
That's
was.
why she was
Oh,
dancing with you. She couldn't dance with
shit.
nobody else.
Yeah, she was trying to twerk, but she can't really twerk either. Like,
Oh God. She ain't got
Oh
no butt out.
God.
Ugly
nah.
and you ain't got no butt. That's two strikes against you.
Alright, I'm gonna do this one more question. Favorite
Hmm.
Barry White song? Oh, "Practice What You Preach."
Wait, what was the question?
um
Favorite Barry White song?
Oh.
I like that song that Diddy sampled for the Benjamins, that joint.
Oh, I gotta look it up.
I forgot the name of that song though. But Barry White's band, like his band was like awesome though.
Mm.
You know what I
That
mean?
that orchestra, man. Is, oh,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
orchestra.
Yeah. My favorite song would be "My First, My Last, My Everything."
That's a dope song.
facts, man.
Definitely a dope song.
Hell, one of my other favorites ones. "You Make My Whole World Around." You turn my whole world around and shit. That's a
Right.
very greater one.
Dope.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end off the video right now and shit like that. I'm gonna let my webcam rest for a bit. But yeah, this was a
All
very
right.
nice vid, man. Very fun vid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
This Sunday we definitely gonna do the weekend album. I'll let y'all know about some more reviews I got lined up. But yeah,
Cool.
you guys know
Yes.
this is the classic album right here. Um, and I know we also have to talk about "Bad as I Want to Be," but I have a
Yes.
I have a lot of shit to say about that album. But
Oh boy.
yeah, yeah, I'll let y'all know. But that might be sometime this summer. And any
Okay.
other albums y'all want to talk about, let me know. I'm down.
All right.
Hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right. I hope everybody has a good night. Make sure y'all stay safe in this time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.